Hi everybody, Ryan Finch here with the Hoop Group, sitting here with Tiny Green. Tiny, how you doing?
What's up, my man?
What's going on,
It's
man?
all good here at the Hoop Group.
We are, tomorrow night, we just hit the halfway mark in the Fall League, all right? What's your thoughts on the Girls High School League so far?
I think it's been a great showing this year. Couple of things that I like, Ryan, is one, Notre Dame being in the league. That's a good addition. Still, you got the road kids down. That's great. It's always good to see people wanting to play short teams. But what's great about the league this year is, traditionally in these type of leagues, all the players don't show up. And for the most part, the best players on each team has been showing up. So it's been a competitive league, lots of competition, the main players showing up. I like it.
Yeah, I think if it can really grow and expand even further out, where our boys league is at, and then it would really be great.
You know, I'm glad you said that, because look, here's the thing that I like about that league and why I do hope it grows. Two reasons. One, it gives teams across the state who complain that the shore kind of swallows everybody up, a chance to come down here and compete against the best players and teams. And then two, it gives a kid in the fall a chance to step away from AAU and play with his team. And it's nice if we can get it to the boys' part. And you know, I need to do a better job of helping you with that.
You will.
Alright.
No, Tiny, what I would want to ask you is, you always talk about the top girls on the shore, the top teams on the shore, and sometimes you beat a dead horse.
Yeah.
What are can you name some girls or some teams that people don't know about, that maybe you haven't talked about as much as well?
Yeah, and I'm glad. This is why I love doing this occasionally. I'll give you one name that just jumps off the page for me. Jen Inman from Homedale High School. Now look, Ryan, her sister played at Homedale, and was overlooked by a lot of people. She had a monster senior year. Now she's at Seton Hall on a full scholarship. This may sound crazy, but I look at Jen just like that. I think she's a kid under the radar. She's grown and matured late. She's got a dynamite handle. She can shoot the ball. But here's the thing I like about her most, and this is where defend and run a team. I really like Jen Inman. And then the other kid that nobody even mentions is Tatum Evans from Marlboro. Tatum Evans is a beast. I watched her here the other day versus Rumson, who's got nothing but D1 players. And she dominated the game. She was the toughest player on the floor to handle. So those are two kids, for example, I just think don't, for whatever reason, get the credit coming their way.
Those are going to be two girls to look out for this year. What about incoming freshmen? What's the incoming freshmen? I like about the Fall League, you get to see them before they're actually, the lights are on. Who are some incoming freshmen this year?
I'm going to tell you some incoming freshmen. Let me talk about incoming freshmen, period, all right? There's a lot of good incoming freshmen. You start with the Tom Rivers kids. They got Bexagnio and they got Jenna Paul, two terrific freshmen who are going to be impact players in the Shore Conference. But there's also kids that, I don't want to say they're under the radar because that's not fair, but who are superstars. Yeah. I mean, Faith Massonis, let's be honest, she's one of the best players, not in the Shore, but not in the state, but in the country. So she's a major impact player of unique proportions.
All right, Tiny, what we're going to do now, we have 4 more weeks left in the season. Okay. And every week we're going to meet on this, and you're going to do a predictions. We're going to see how well you know shore basketball. You talk, you know all the games, you know who wins. We want to put it on numbers and facts and deal with some facts, all right?
Is my track record worth even discussing?
We're going to get it on numbers. Every week we're going to get there who wins in each game. Are you ready?
But I want to make it very clear. 3 years ago, I got all the shore picks right.
3 years ago? You were a lot thinner then.
Well, I was a lot thinner then too. All right,
ready?
Here we go.
All right, Tiny. We got Notre Dame Manasquan.
Great game. I'm not picking against a short team, even as good as Notre Dame is. I say Manasquan wins that.
RFH Neptune.
Ooh, that's a great one. Because Desi Allen she could just win the game by herself. Ooh, I'm gonna go with Rumson.
Howell Brick.
That's a great game. That's a great game, and there's some kids in that game who are under the radar, which we didn't discuss today. Because you don't traditionally think of those two teams of having, superstar players. But anyway, I'm going to say Brick wins that game. And by the way, Brick is a very underrated team.
Middletown North Monroe.
That's a great game again. Monroe, my girl Linda from Monroe. Boy, once again, picking against a short team, I don't like it. But this is the one time I'm gonna pick against a short team. And I know they got Cafaro, and I know they got Jen Inman, but I'm gonna pick Monroe.
Monmouth Regional versus Barnard.
If Tona was playing, which I don't know if she is.
You need to start realizing who's going to play on each week.
That's right, I don't know who's going to play. Because Ashley Tona, I have not seen play once in this league. But all right, I'm going to go with Barnegat.
Central Regional, Manchester.
That's a great game. John Truhan.
You're not going to pick against Truhan, are you?
Who picks against the Bill Parcells in basketball? All right, I'm picking Central.
The Battle of the Catholics, Darwin Catholic and Red Bank Catholic.
That's a great game. And by the way, talk about great young guards. First of all, you got Miss Defense, Caitlin Borghese. Then you have Molly Collins, who is rapidly becoming a very special player. And then you got Hershey, who we all did not know about last year. He was a great freshman, great shooter, playing against Cavali, Katie Rice, Haley. I mean, look, that's a tough game, but I'm picking RBC. Come on, really. Come on. RBC's good.
Coach Rice would have a few words with you.
If I don't pick him, I got to deal with Mike Rice for now. Come on.
All right, last game of the night. Homedale versus Marlboro.
Homedale versus Marlboro. I think I got one of those games mixed up in there somehow. But I'm going to pick Marlboro. Cafaro and Emmett played for Homedale. But with that being said, Marlboro, because Molly Weiss, remember this name, Molly Weiss, is rapidly becoming a very good player and one of the better point guards in the shore. And of course, Tatum Evans is just a beast. By the way, if you're a low Division I school, and not recruiting Tatum Evans, something is freaking wrong. The kid is a beast. Come down here and watch this kid. Though Tatum, you gotta help yourself too and get to environments and places where people can see you, advocate for you, and things like that. So it's a two-way street.
All right, Tiny, your knowledge of the shore it's on display now. We're going to see what happens. We'll check in next week. We'll have all Tiny's record. But before we go, Tiny, any words on recruiting or anything going on in this building?
There's a couple of things. We have our core skills training that starts next week. And I wish I could get Ryan more of these point guards to join us in the point guard school. I'm just beating the dead horse with it. But anyway, we have point guard next week. We start core skills. And of course, we have our shooting program where we've changed a little bit. We just want to get up shots. So we have those things going on. In terms of recruiting, I'm really happy because our junior class just gets bigger and bigger. Like Courtney Dobrinsky now is becoming very popular among Division I schools. She's got a couple of offers. I think we're up to 13 kids in the junior class who have offers. But there are a couple of kids sitting out there, Ryan. Harley Nello. Now, she was on our all-freshman team. Every kid that's ever been on our all-freshman team has been D1. I think at some point, Harley's going to make that happen for herself. She's had some issues with injuries and things like that.
You would think so for how much she's in this gym.
Oh, listen, she's a total gym rat. She's a total gym rat.
She's in this gym more than you're in this office.
She's in this gym more than I'm in this office. And by the way, that is the key to any kid's success.
Yep.
It's not politicking and all of that. It's getting in the gym. That kid lives in the gym.
Absolutely.
So,
anything else, Tiny? Recruiting this part of time, we all good?
We're all good this time of year. This is fun.
Yep. I
just know that this is all going to come back to haunt me when you do the predictions next week.
You got it. We'll check in next week, and we'll have everything online, hoopgroup.com, with Tiny's results. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks.